Now what is going on YouTube? It is Bully bringing y'all a brand new video for you guys today. Now in today's video we got y'all a top 5. Make sure you go leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and hit that notification bell to never miss a video or upload or another top 5. We will be double uploaded today. This is one of many first videos to come out today, so make sure you all as a whole hit that notification bell to never miss a video or upload. If y'all do want another top 5, like I said, smash that like button. Comment down below what other guns you want me to check out, what other guns should be in the top 5, or what other guns should be just removed from the top 5. Other than that, make sure you enjoy your day. Let's get straight up into the class. Now for this MP40, make sure y'all all lock it in. We're not going to be changing anything. The multiplier for the torso have changed by 0.07, and then the minimum damage decreased by 1. So just stay in tune with me. For the muzzle, make sure y'all put on the recoil booster. For the fire rate, the accuracy don't really matter. For the barrel, make sure y'all put on the VDD short, because the damage and limb range makes up for the damage loss as a whole. For the underbarrel, make sure y'all all put on the what is it? The M1941 hand style for the recoil control and accuracy. And then for the optic, I am rocking like the closed optic, so you can run that and or a slate reflector. I absolutely recommend that. For the magazine, make sure you put in the recoil fire rate rounds, and that, like I said, we are making up for the fire rate. If we increase the fire rate, the damage wouldn't really matter. For the ammunition, you can honestly rock limb damage in order to, you know, get back up when it comes to the damage loss, but I recommend y'all putting on, you know, like the incendiary round, not incendiary, but a lengthened, only because like I said, that bullet velocity coming close to, you want your bullets to absolutely like hit faster, 8 times faster. So I recommend y'all putting that on. Now for the road grip, make sure y'all put on the hatchet grip for the horizontal and accuracy, so that way, you know, you have no problems in terms of just as a whole just recoil. And then for the stock, make sure you put in the remove stock and or the crucial neck folding. If you are able to control the recoil, like I said, remove stock. But if you're not, the safest spot is the crucial neck 33 folding. Recommend that. For the perks, make sure you put on the brace for the initial fire and recoil to make you just help control the recoil as a whole. And then for the perk 2, make sure y'all put on the quick for the sprint speed. Other than that, let's get straight up to the next gun. Now for this XO4, we're gonna absolutely go crazy. This XO4 is a Caldera and a Rebirth. Not just one, Caldera and a Rebirth savior as a whole. The only thing that access to the XF4 was like the minimum damage get decreased by 1 point, and then the damage range, how much damage it do further out, absolutely it just went up. So at that point, nothing basically happened to the XM4. We still hitting the same amount of bullets, and now the damage range does more damage when you further, so you wouldn't even realize the damage lost, in my opinion. So other than that, we're gonna be getting straight up into the class setup. Make sure you put on the agency suppressor for the vertical recoil control, the bullet velocity and effective damage range, and it lowers the ADS speed and walking steadiness and etc. Make sure y'all put this on, because like I said, the vertical recoil control. Then for the barrel, make sure you put on the task force for the bullet velocity, horizontal recoil control, effective damage range, and vertical recoil control. Absolutely make this gun a beamer. Minimum damage, like I said, if you have minimum damage, your bullet velocity is out there, and it's increasing effective damage range, you can't lose. You just can't lose. And then for the underbarrel, make sure you put on the field agent grip also for the horizontal and vertical recoil control as a whole. Like I said, when we want this gun to be a beamer, we are using it for long range instead of just, you know, using it for like whatever. So make sure y'all put this on without a doubt. And then for the magazine, put on the 45 regular 45 round mag and or 60. Some people do be rocking 60 at Caldera, but if you are playing Rebirth, I recommend putting on the 45 round mag. And then for the optic, make sure you put in the axle on 3x scope. It's all personal preference if you want to do the default or the precision, but I recommend y'all rock out the default just to be a little bit safe in terms of like as a whole, in terms of just, you know, just aiming. So make sure y'all all go check that class setup out, and let's get straight up into the next class setup. Now for this Car 98, make sure y'all all stay in tune. There's been a lot of talk about when it comes to snipers, and the main thing about that is because a lot of people as a whole want to know what are they going to do to change the sniping meta, and well, I'm gonna be telling y'all what they absolutely did. For the marksman rifle Charlie, which is the Car 98 Modern Warfare, it can no longer one shot. The maximum damage is decreased to 1425. The headshot damage is also increased to 3.2. The minimum damage is increased to 75, and the max damage is increased by 95. Now other than that, make sure y'all all try out this class setup. In my opinion, y'all gonna explain why now. Now, like I said, the max damage range is increased to 1425. You can run the monolithic suppressor, which is the damage range, like, you know, the up it. For the barrel, make sure I also put up the 27.6 string guard arms. I put on tactical laser on all of my snipers. And then for the optic, make sure you put on the sniper scope with sight of hand. Now you can either run that class setup, or if you want to do something a little bit crazy, make sure you take off this barrel, and then like I said, put on this rear grip just to be this triple grip tape, just in case, you know, just for the, you know. And then for the reticle, make sure you also put on the cross thread, and or in my opinion the critical. I have to unlock this, but the cross thread is where my home been at. So make sure y'all all as a whole just try out this class setup right here. This is the class setup that I absolutely use all the time, 24/7, even after the update. So make sure y'all all go try this out, and let's get straight up to the next gun. Okay, now for this world gun, I think every other gun on this list have gotten touched except this world gun, which is the safest thing. And the reason why I'm giving y'all this class setup, because I don't think any other gun will be able to outperform. The Oma got touched, the MP40 got touched. This is the safest space. This is the best space in my opinion when it comes to absolutely using the SMG. I feel like this is going to be the king of SMGs right now, because there's no other SMG that might be able to compete with it, unless y'all using an AR for SMG maybe. But for the wheel gun, make sure you put on the recoil booster for the fire rate, increase the fire rate. For the barrel, make sure you put on the 120mm Gatlin short for the fire rate. Also for the underbarrel, make sure you put on the M1941 hand stop, and the reason I'm saying that because of the recoil control, absolutely dangerous. For the magazine, make sure you put on the Greenco 40 round mag. You do not care about the damage. For the ammunition, you can either put on lengthen and or centenary or hollow point, but I put on lengthen as a whole. For the rear grip, make sure you're either using fabric and or hatchet if you are able to control the recoil or not. Sometimes I switch it up, so it's either or, but I put that on just for, you know, safe spot. For the stock, make sure you put on the Gatwick skeletal movement speed and sprint to fire speed. For the optic, also put on the what is it at, the slate reflector. Absolutely go crazy on all the SMGs as a whole, so make sure you go try that out. And then for the perk one, make sure you put on the acrobatic. And the reason I'm saying the acrobatic instead of the fleet is because yes, this does increase weapon swap, but you do want movement speed on the SMG as a whole. And then for the perks two, make sure you put on quick for the even more sprint to fire time. Plus the stock, you're gonna be zooming past people, especially if you break your cameras and all. So make sure you all try out this class setup, and let's get straight up into the last gun. Whoa. Now what I feel like is gonna be the last and the best gun in my opinion, make sure y'all stay in tune. The Volk absolutely got buffed. They gave it like a demon buff. Some of these attachments do better than others, so make sure you always check it out. Now for the muzzle, make sure you put on the recoil booster. For the barrel, make sure you put on the 407mm custom. And the reason I'm saying that because of the recoil control is going to be going crazy. The fire rate is going to be going crazy, so make sure I just check that out. For the underbarrel, make sure you put on the M1941 hand stop for the recoil and accuracy. For the magazine, make sure you put on the 40 round mag. Whoa, I'm tweaking. Round mag drum. And no, you can put this on if your fire rate is absolutely crazy, but since it's not, we're going to put on a regular 40 round mag. For the ammunition, make sure you put on a lengthen. For the rear grip, make sure you also put on where's it at, I can't ever find it, the pine tar, because like I said, the ADS speed it goes down a little bit, but you know there's other things that you can also absolutely put on, like a triple tape. And then for the other thing, make sure you put on where's these attachments at, the slate reflector, the stock, make sure you put on the converted, because everything else we either lower something that we gradually need. And then for the perk one, make sure you put on sleight of hand. And then for the perk two, make sure you absolutely put on where's it at, it's not quick, it's not even here. Make sure you put on fully loaded. Now other than that, make sure you leave a like, squad. If y'all do want another top 5, make sure y'all all hit the like button. I'm out. Enjoy the class setups. Hopefully you have a great day, rest of your day, whatever.